So it is currently about 12:30 in the morning. It is the last day of the month, and I just left the gym a half an hour ago. I've walked down to the beach, and I've been thinking, and I've been articulating and putting together a sales pitch for my new business idea, which is something I've actually done before, but I'm doing again to a much higher level, a much better extent. And I've been putting together a pitch. I've been talking to myself, to my phone, to ChatGPT, to my notes app, putting together what I believe is quite a good pitch, whether it be via a cold call, via an email, via a Facebook video, putting together a pitch that I think that my certain target audience would resonate with, would value, would understand, and will go, this guy, he might be arrogant, but this guy, I know he's about what he's saying. He isn't lying. He might be being a little bit, out there, a little bit arrogant, but he is about his stuff. And that's the whole point of the pitch I've been making, is I need people to understand through a 30-second video or an email or a cold call, some type of pitch that I know what I'm doing. And that's what I want to do for them. But as I said, it's about 12:30 and I work at 7 a.m. I'm about to get home, get about 4.5 hours of sleep and get back up and go to work. And this is what all those entrepreneurs, all those hustles, all those millionaires talk about on their videos, their podcasts. You hear the guy who's made $20 million, I had sleepless nights, I was doing all-nighters, left, right and center, I was putting in all this work, I was thinking, I was working, constantly doing something new, constantly working on this business, constantly getting things done. This is what they all talk about. This is what they all have been saying. And I sort of thought, that's a bit extreme. You really need to do, multiple all-nighters a week just to get things done, just to build, just to get what we need to get done. And I believed it, and I understood the point, but I didn't understand how that felt. I had never done that for myself. I would get up at 6, work out, go to school, whatever, come home. I'd be trying to hustle at school, I'd be trying to sell snacks at school, come home, go to my jobs, do a few hustles, where I was like collecting cans and I had a few different things going. And I was making money, I was about it, I've been trying to make money, I've been about hustling for probably 4 years. When I say hustling, I don't mean like selling drugs or nothing. I don't mean like the hood type of hustling that you think about in like rap songs. I've been out here trying to make money for like 3 or 4 years now. I'm 16. From about 12, I've been trying to make money every day. Money. Am I rich yet? No. Am I financially free yet? No. Will I be very soon? Hopefully. I guarantee within the next year it will happen. But this is what they've been talking about. The all-nighters. In the last week, I pulled 4 all-nighters. I pulled an all-nighter every second night for 8 days or 7 days. All-nighter, slept, all-nighter, slept, all-nighter, slept, every second day. Then I got sick because that's a terrible idea and you should never do that. I really don't recommend pulling an all-nighter every second night to do more work because it's not worth it. I got sick. It is a terrible idea. It's better off to get 4 hours of sleep a night than to get 12 hours every second night. Don't do that. Just go to bed. Get 3, get 4, get 5 hours of sleep. Just go to bed. Because as someone who... I'm 16, right? So I don't know... Whenever my parents say something, I immediately think, that probably is wrong. Like if my parents say, go to bed, you need to sleep. Oh my god, they probably won't need to sleep, right? I didn't believe it. But now, having done this little experiment of mine, I fully believe them. You go to bed. I'm about to go to bed and get 4.5 hours of sleep. I could quite easily just make a coffee, sit at my desk, pull out the laptop and stay up all night, get an extra 4 hours of work done and go to work. But because of the things I've done, because of the all-nighters I've pulled, the work I've put in, I understand it's a bad idea. But this point relates back to a quote that I heard from Alex Hormozi. I'm sure you know who he is. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you know who Alex Hormozi is. And the quote is, this is what hard feels like, and this is why most people quit. This is why most people don't make it. Something along those lines. But I know the quote says, this is what hard feels like, and this is where most people give up. The reason that most people live paycheck to paycheck, are broke, are miserable, aren't achieving their goals, aren't making the money, aren't getting the physique they want, is because when it really comes down to it, when it comes down to the point where it's 11 p.m, you gotta be up in 6 hours for work, they go to bed. They give in. When they get tired, they don't go to the gym. They go, I need my 8 hours sleep. No. You have priorities. I have priorities. And if your priority is comfort, if your priority is going to bed, if your priority is eating the shit food, if your priority is jeopardizing your goals, the things you want for some comfort, you will fail. Although I'm not rich yet, although I'm not in a super great physique or great financial situation, I understand this feeling. I understand getting 4 hours of sleep a night to try and build that new business, and it fails, and it fails, and you try again, it fails. I understand this. So, if you're in this stage, if you're in this period of your life, if you've been here, or you're going to be here, which I know you will eventually, if you're really about it, just understand, this is what hard feels like, and this is why most people quit. The reason, as I said, to finish this video off, the reason most people don't achieve the things they want is because when it gets tough, when it comes down to it, they aren't willing to do what needs to be done. And I know anyone can say this, anyone can stand here with this camera and talk motivational, and talk about hustling, and talk about working hard, but when it really comes down to it, are you going to do it? And I feel confident and I feel fine standing here and saying the same motivational things that so many people say, because I have proof. I have a whole vlog channel. Go check out my vlog channel, Sam C Vlogs. Search it, sam.c.vlogs. Where for the last year, it's been a year now, on this one channel, I've posted probably 40 videos showing me getting it done. Putting in the hours, doing all-nighters, staying up later than I should be, not getting enough sleep, not sacrificing the things that I don't necessarily want as my priorities, but I should do, should have, should go to sleep, should do this, should hang out with my friends, whatever. I have proof, so I can sit here and say this, I can stand here and say this. I'm currently walking home, I've just been to the beach, I've been putting together a sales pitch for a new business I'm trying to do, which I've tried in the past and it failed, but I'm trying it again because I don't give up. That's not who I am. But going from work at around 6 p.m, ate, did the dishes, had dinner, cleaned my room a little bit, got to about 10 p.m, went to the gym, worked out, left the gym at about 11:30, went for a walk, was putting together my sales pitch on ChatGPT, on my notes, putting things together, working, articulating an ad that's going to make me money. And now I'm about to go home. It's about 12:30 in the morning. It's the last day of April. I'm getting it done. And I don't say this to brag. I purely say this as proof, so you know I'm not just chatting shit. I purely say this so that you know that I'm not lying and I'm actually about it. I'm actually doing what needs to be done. Because I don't want to just be another person here talking motivational, talking all these things that you should work hard, you should give, do what needs to be done, when I'm not about it. I'm going to be the guy who makes it. I'm going to be the guy who's about it. And I'm the guy who tells the truth. I'm the guy who's really speaking from my own life. A life of truth. The lessons I share, the lessons I'm learning along the way, things I'm doing, things I'm actually happening in real life. So, get it done. Nearly home. It's 12:30, I'm about to go to bed. Get up in 5 hours, 4.5 hours. Go back to work. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.